Hello and welcome to the Tacticool Project. I'm your host, as always, Tacticool, working every day to bring you the best gun, gear, and knife channel available on YouTube. And in today's video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at my Ruger SR22P in .22 long rifle. So, how I got this handgun was several months ago. I was looking for a nice target pistol because I have a Springfield XD 45 and I love that handgun a lot. And if you guys want to know about that handgun, go back and look at a video for that. It's really nice. I can't recommend it highly enough. But as everybody knows, 45, even before everything happened, was a little expensive to target shoot. And especially now, it's hard to find and even more expensive to shoot. So I wanted something that would be nice for target shooting and, just to have some fun with. And that brought me to the Ruger SR22. Whenever I was looking at this, I was looking at a few different handguns that were in .22 caliber. I knew I didn't really want the Mark III. It was just too much set up like a match pistol. I wanted something that at least sort of had some feel that my XD had. So that's what brought us to this. The other handguns that I was looking at was the Walther P22 and the Smith & Wesson M&P, their .22 version. So let's. My initial impression of it was I absolutely loved it. Whenever I was doing all kinds of research trying to figure out what I wanted because I wanted to do a good job and knew I was gonna. Whenever you go and buy a handgun, you're throwing at least a couple $100 at it. So I'm not a fan of wasting money. So after all my research, I pretty much had it narrowed down to the Ruger SR22 and the M&P. And once I went to the gun store, had them in hand, absolutely loved the Ruger. I said, I'll take it. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the features. Has a aluminum slide that's has a coating on it. Ambidextrous thumb safety, ambidextrous magazine release. Has it's a hammer. And my particular one is the threaded barrel version, which I really like because that's the main reason that the M&P was still in competition with this, was because it had a threaded barrel, and up until then I'd never seen a Ruger that had a threaded barrel. So that's really nice. And it has this nice rail up here on the front too that I really like. So since we're talking about features, we'll also talk about the extra goodies you get. So, of course, you get your one magazine. These are 10-round magazines. They're really nice metal, and they have these nice assists here, so it makes it easier to load up the magazine. You can pull it all the way down, and you not only get one, but you get two, which to me was a big deal. These little .22 magazines seem to be really expensive. So I was really happy to get two. That was a knock that I had against the M&P, was that you only got one magazine. Some of the other things that you get with it is you'll notice that on this, the floor plate, this is the extended floor plate. And you get two different floor plates, so you get four of them all together for your magazines. You get the extended one, which I like because my hand's a little bit wider, so I like it better. But you get two of these standard guys too, so if you want to put them on and off, you can. You also, since this one has a threaded barrel, you get this adapter that just screws on the end so that you can use your suppressor or silencer. Really nice, really well built. And you get the little wrench for the adapter and whatnot. And also, something that I really like about this is that it has two different grips on it, so that you can get it to fit your hand a little bit better. The one that's on there right now is the large grip, so it's fatter, and then this is the smaller grip. And all you do to change them out, and this is something that I really liked, is no tools required. All you do is you just pull. There you go. Comes right off. And I don't know if I can catch it on the light. Okay. You can see how these have little dimples and nubs, and all you do is you just slide it on and slide them off, and They're on there really nice. It's not likely to come off. And whenever you want to put them on, you just slide it on the bottom. You'll hear a click, and then you're good to go. Alright, so that's how the grips work. And this one has a 3.5-inch barrel on it. And let's see here, aftermarket modifications. This has not had any aftermarket modifications. Like I said, I'm just planning on using it as a target pistol. But you know, sometimes if I upgrade anything, it tends to be the sights. But these sights are actually really nice. I like them a lot. You know, those 3 white dots show up really good, as you can see here on the camera. Like, they're easy to pick up, and they're also adjustable too. So they're really good for that. And also, something else I forgot to talk about that you get with your SR22 is this little pistol bag. And it's nice, you know, it holds the pistol on both magazines, so as you can take it to the range or whatever, so that's nice. And also, something I forgot to mention, and this is a gripe that a lot of people have, I haven't really had an issue with it. You know, you just have to work with your equipment more. But, you know, a lot of people complain that up on the thumb safety is hot, down on the thumb safety is safe. A lot of people feel that that's backwards, but there's plenty of pistols where that is how it's set up. And also, something else to be aware of is that if you want to use this handgun, like say you wanted to dry fire, which you can do with this, by the way, and you wanted to do that, it's got a magazine safety. So you see, if there's no magazine, like right now, the trigger just comes all the way back and nothing happens. But if you put a magazine in, there you go, your trigger comes forward, and safety's on, safety's off, and then your hammer comes back, and you're off safe. And also, don't worry, it's been safety checked. And this is a double action, single action handgun. The first trigger pull is pretty stout, not gonna lie, but after the hammer's back, man, it's got a nice trigger setup on it, or at least in my opinion. The methodology use is target pistol, especially for me. Now, it's not like super accurate, hyper competitive target pistol. I wouldn't say that. You know, there's plenty of way better things for that. But you know, it's just like a trainer to, you know, practice your fundamentals. Definitely good for that. I absolutely love it. A lot of people say for that, you know, since you can put your suppressor on there, and this is a really reliable handgun, by the way, that they say you know, that it would be good for you know, wet work and stuff like that, because you know, it's all the sound that a 22 puts off with the suppressor. It's really good. Now, also back to the reliability thing that I just mentioned there before we keep getting into methodology use, is for some reason on YouTube everybody feels like this handgun does not you know, it's not as reliable as it could be. But let me tell you guys that I've ran just about any type of cheap ammo you can run through this thing, and it's handled it like a champ. It's only ever had one hiccup, and that was due to operator error. And what happened was since it was a 22, I wanted my mom and my wife to shoot it, and what happened was my mom didn't pull the slide back far enough, so the round didn't feed correctly. That's the only hiccup I had, and I've ran some real cheap bulk ammo through this. And also, this uses, you can use standard velocity in it right out of the box. You'll hear a lot of people say, oh, to make it run you have to use high velocity. Not with this one, you don't, or at least not on the particular one I got. It's ran standard velocity. The first 100 rounds that went through this were standard velocity Federal bulk ammo, and then also some, well, I think the first 50 were Remington bulk ammo, and then the next 50 were Federal bulk ammo, and they were just standard velocity, nothing special, and it ran them fine, no hiccups, no nothing. So really, really reliable handgun. Also, getting back to methodology use, some people would say backup handgun. Okay, as backup. I would never, I wouldn't say 22 long rifle is like your primary, but as backup, I could see it. There's some other things that I'd maybe used before this, but to each their own. Something else that this is really good for too, and not a lot of people consider this a methodology use, but I do, is this is a good either starter handgun for somebody that's never been around guns and they might be intimidated by size. And it's a good gun to break like women or children, or even just I have some friends that have never handled handguns, and this is what whenever I finally get them out to the range, this is the one I'm going to introduce them with, because it's small, it's not very loud, the recoil is not bad, so it's not very intimidating. So it's really good for that. Price and value. I got mine for $355 before Uncle Sam got his pound of flesh, of course. And I felt like that was really good. I didn't feel cheated at all. And a little bit more than you can find on Gunbroker, but by the time you pay your transfer fee at the place, it would have been the same price anyway. So I was really happy with it, considering that you got the 2 magazines, and magazines in 22 are like $30 each. I felt like I did really good. Ratings and impression after use. Man, I gotta give this one a 10 out of 10. There's no way. I've ran, it's got to be close to 1,000 rounds through it, and I literally haven't had one hiccup. Outside of that one that was true operator error. It's really lightweight. It's just fantastic to shoot. The sights are good on it. It's accurate. And the accuracy has to do with that it's a fixed barrel like a Walther, and all you do to break it down is there's just this little takedown lever here. You fold it down, if I can get it. Yeah, just folds down, and you just pull the slide off, almost exactly like a Walther, which is a lot of people are saying, oh, it's a Walther ripoff. You know what? It might be a Walther ripoff, but they're doing it better than Walther does it. So this is, I would tell people to get this before I told them to get a Walther. So 10 out of 10 on this, and it's a solid 10 out of 10. Subject to change, but right now I can't see giving it less. That's all I have for you guys today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you can be one of the first to view my videos as they become available. Till next time, tack out.